folks, what's going on? SC Rocks here with you with another edition of 3D Dudes, Drinks, and Discussion. As always, joining me is Xander.
Xan the Plant Man.
Xan the Plant Man on my left, and on my right, we have a special guest today, Dreasaurus. What's going on, Drea?
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, from Dreasaurus.
That's yes.
So, today's topic, guys, is going to be what?
Collectibles.
Collectibles. Things you collect.
You collect them.
Collectibles.
Alright, so we're going to start with Xander. Xander, what are some things you've collected over the years or you collect now?
Well, I wasn't really into collecting too much when I was younger. Thank you.
No problem.
But I kind of just recently started trying to collect some stuff. My mom was, like, not happy with it. But I collect...
Oh, wait.
Oh.
We forgot something. What is this show called?
Dudes.
Drinks.
Drinks.
What are you drinking on, Xander?
I finished this earlier, so now it's tap water from SC Rox's Kitchen.
It's Roxafina.
Roxafina.
Or
Aha.
something like that.
That works.
What do you got,
Trademark
Drea?
it.
I've got Diet Vernors full of aspartame.
Full of aspartame. Gives you
That
kidney
aspartame.
stones or some stuff.
Kidney
I don't know.
tones.
Kidney tones. It did your kidney tones.
What do you got there, SC Rox?
Can you take a guess?
I could.
No, I'm not sure. I don't know. I got no idea.
Zevia!
What?
0 calorie soda, no sugar, no artificial sweeteners. Contains caffeine, unlike the ginger ale that does not have caffeine. Sweetened only with stevia leaf extract.
Does it have aspartame?
No aspartame.
Oh.
Shame,
Shame.
you know my name. Yeah, alright, go ahead,
on that
Xander.
aspartame. So I didn't really collect too much when I was younger. I think I had Beanie Babies or something. I didn't personally collect them, but they were kind of like, they were in my room.
It's okay if you did, dude.
So-
We're not going to
Yeah.
judge
No,
it.
it's fine. So I've just recently started getting into hockey pucks and Funko Pop figures. And those are mainly the two things.
Okay, like, why hockey pucks?
Really, it's kind of more of I had a couple hockey pucks when I was younger from, like, the team in town. But, like, a buddy of mine had, like, over 300 hockey pucks on this, like, shelf. And it looked so cool. And I was like, I can do that. Hockey pucks are, like, $5. Like, I can afford hockey pucks. So then I started going through and, like, okay, what places have I been? What teams have I seen to make sure I get a hockey puck from them? Some of the older teams are harder to come by. The teams that, like, existed for a year or two and sucked, then nobody bought their hockey puck, so nobody's going to sell it on eBay because it's worthless because, you know. But
Well, it's not worthless if somebody wants it, though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I want
Yeah.
it, but, like, nobody's selling it on eBay. I did find one for, like, $50. So I'm like, that team is not worth a $50 hockey puck. They existed for 2 years, and they sucked.
And who is that?
That was the Lumber Kings.
So anybody out there have a Lumber Kings? Say that 3 times fast.
Right.
Hockey puck. Let Xander know, guys. He's collecting them shits.
I got the gears, I got the wheels, but not the Lumber Kings. So I'm working on it. But
Don't know
no
any
luck
of those people, and I don't know nothing about hockey, so I don't know.
What's a hockey puck?
Yeah, well, I know what a hockey puck is.
Yeah.
I just don't follow. Okay,
Right,
what
yeah.
got you into Funko Pops?
When I was in college, I think I had like 2 or 3. I had The Flash, and then I had Flash the Sloth from Zootopia, because I was like, aha, both of the Flashes. And I had a little shelf in my college dorm room. It was a good time. I had like 6 Funko Pops on there, and then I came home and I bought this shelf from IKEA that I originally bought because I was gonna put the hockey pucks that I was collecting into this cabinet, and then I was like, you know, it'd look really cool in here, some Funko Pops, and then I just went nuts. And
Is that the shelf that lights up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
that
lights
looks
up.
pretty cool with Funko Pops in
Mhm.
it, too, yeah.
So when I originally bought the shelves, I bought 3 of them, and then I realized in my bedroom at home I have room for 1.
Oh, nice.
So I put the 1 together, and then like a week later I went and took them back because I was like, I don't have room for these right now. I'll buy them when I have room for them later. It was a pain in the ass to put it together the first time. Put the Funko Pops in there. It looks great. Now I've actually run out of room in that cabinet.
So now you need to go buy another one.
So now I need to buy another one, but I don't have room for another one.
Oh, yeah, that's
So I
gonna
need
cause
to
problems.
I need to make room for another one so I can, you know.
Right.
It's a good time. I come home with Funko Pops all the time, and my mom's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah. I got you on that.
Like I've got like a stack of them building next to the cabinet,
Yeah.
and it looks cool. There's just all these, you know, some of them are not out of the boxes yet because I've taken them out of boxes. I'm sorry, I've taken them out
Yeah,
of the boxes.
you don't
Even
take
I know
collectibles
not
out of
to
the
do
box.
that.
I know.
Yeah.
It looks cooler when they're not in the box.
It does look cooler, but man,
But
as soon as you break that
ruin
ceiling, you ruin
It's
it.
yeah, I know.
It touches the air, and the air's bad.
The air's bad.
Air bad.
Yes.
All right, what about you, Dreasaurus? What kind of stuff do you collect?
Mainly right now, is Stone Cold Steve Austin memorabilia. Been collecting it since I was
Who?
a little girl.
Who?
Stone Cold Steve Austin. And it's what?
Oh! It's what? Not who?
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 Lou?
Lou?
Crank!
What?
Stone
What?
Cold.
Try that again. What?
What?
Stone Cold.
What?
Who?
Stone Cold.
It's just, who just comes when you say Stone Cold. What doesn't work? Okay,
What is the-
continue.
Anyways, so I've been collecting him
That's a
since
lot.
I was probably 8, 7, 8, somewhere in there. When I was little, I collected stuffed animals. I would play a lot of crane games, or if my dad was traveling, he'd always bring me back a stuffed animal, so I've just kind of held on to those. And occasionally I'll find something Harry Potter, put that in the collection, but mostly
go.
Stone Cold.
Mhm.
Don't make a face at Harry Potter.
But why Stone Cold?
Who?
He is the first wrestler that I liked. I think he's awesome. I don't know why he was the one that I liked. And then, like I mentioned before, my dad actually looked like Stone Cold. So it kind of morphed into something cool with
How
that.
do they look like him?
Build, head, everything.
head?
He shaved
He had
his
the hair? Oh,
he
yeah.
shaved his head off for
There you go.
Halloween.
Oh, nice.
Hair. Shaved his head off.
Shave his head right off.
It's just-
He said, I'm gonna look like Stone Cold, I'm just gonna shave my fucking head off.
No, he actually shaved his hair and eyebrows to be Tommy Pickles one year for Halloween, and then
Wow, that's dedication.
I don't
It
know
is.
who Tommy Pickles is.
it was a cartoon way back in the day.
Rugrats? Oh, man.
And and ever since then, I told him he had to keep it shaved because he looked like Stone Cold.
He did look a lot like Stone Cold.
We actually, funny story, went to a wrestling show one time, and we were on the steps of the Joe Louis Arena.
Oh, wow.
And when we were walking in to get our tickets and everything, a lady was like, "Steve Austin, Steve Austin." it was probably the coolest thing I've ever
yeah.
witnessed, and
That's awesome.
he thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Did he mark out himself? Like,
He
yeah,
did, yeah.
Stone
that's
Cold.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
what?
in the crowd giving the middle finger, and everybody he was feeding back into it. It was
Right.
pretty
Oh, yeah,
cool.
Nice. Yeah, he should have been a wrestler then.
He could have.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
You could have pulled it off. You know.
Yeah, I think so.
Jump the barricade, it's fine. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Steve Austin. Yeah.
Give
it's
me a
fine.
hell yeah, and
Yeah.
we're good, right?
What?
All right, so
What do you collect?
I started off as a kid. I collected, back in my time, cards were the collectible things to do. So I collected baseball cards. I thought as a child I was going to become a millionaire off of baseball cards. Like, I spent all my money on baseball cards. Ken Griffey Jr. was my favorite. Nolan Ryan, people you guys don't even know.
Who? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who this is.
I remember this one time in particular. Like, we lived here when I was a child. Me and my friend walked all the way to Kmart in West Branch to buy
Wow.
packs of baseball cards.
That's
it took
dedication.
like I think it took like 6 hours, like there and back.
Oh, my
and,
God. That, yeah.
For like, I think we bought 3 packs of baseball cards, and we got nobody. They were all commons. It wasn't worth it, but
Still cool.
It's the
like
memory.
the road
Yeah,
trip and the
yeah,
memory of
exactly.
Yeah, right.
And I did have some cards that were worth money at one time. Like I had a Frank Thomas rookie card.
Wow.
There was a misprint that was worth like thousands of dollars that
Shit.
isn't worth shit now.
Ah,
Yeah,
I was
all
gonna
my
say, cool.
Griffey cards, all my Kobe Bryant cards. Yeah. Anyway, they're not worth anything, so that was kind of a waste of my time. But that's what I started collecting. I don't really think I started collecting anything until recently. Besides that, I took a big break from everything. But then I got into video games.
Ooh.
Yeah, Vidmo games.
I like me some video
Yeah,
games.
retro
Sometimes.
Vidmo games. So then I started collecting Nintendo games, Nintendo systems. Then it went to Sega systems, Atari. Basically anything retro I started collecting. I was trying to buy up everything I could, which I have stuff all
Oh,
over
yeah,
the
there's stuff
place.
everywhere,
Yeah,
yeah.
everywhere.
It's cool, though.
Yeah.
It looks cool on the shelf, and, like, you can see all the different games and stuff.
Yeah, it's a talking piece. Like, when people come over, they're like, "Oh, look at all the video games you have." Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I play like 3 of them, but they're all there. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then for all the women that don't come over, they don't see them, so it's okay to have them in my living room.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Because they'd be like, "You're a grown man and you have a bunch of Nintendo games."
Yeah,
And now I have wrestling figures on my wall too, so I'm a sex magnet, guys.
there you go.
Bringing all the ladies home. But so yeah, then Nintendo games kind of got out, so I started collecting old figures. Like, some of these are actual figures from when I was a child, which, like, we clean out the shed, and like this guy was from when I was a kid. This guy, the little broken T-Rex Ninja Turtle thing.
For the people listening to the audio-only version of this, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, my bad. So I have a bunch of little figures on the table here I'm pointing out. But some of those are my actual figures from a child, so then I started collecting those. Then recently I got into like the wrestling stuff, and then I always hated Funko Pops, but then I kind of got into the Funko Pop thing. I have a few of those. I was just gonna start collecting them to get them autographed. Like I got the Ted DiBiase autographed one. The Jake the Snake one didn't show up until late, so I have the Jake the Snake one with Jake the Snake signed cards above it because I had the cards, which is cool because the cards were mine when I was a kid too, because I had like the whole set of the WWF Classic cards.
Yeah.
So those are from mine when I was a kid. I started collecting horror VHS recently too. I don't know why. I don't even have a VCR player anymore.
Oh no. You have to go get one.
Yeah, I do. I keep looking at
what's
like
a VCR player?
I keep checking thrift stores and like nobody has them. Like St. Vinny's never has a VCR, and if they do, it's like $15. I'm not paying $15. You can get a Blu-ray for $5. Why am I gonna pay $15 for a VCR?
Yeah. For nostalgia purposes.
Basically,
Yeah.
They get you. Yeah, I got a couple cool signed VHSs. I got Edward Furlong signed Brain Scan. We got that at Astronomicon. Ernie Hudson, I mentioned this before on Rock's Relics, signed my Crow. That was pretty cool. I got a Kane Hodder signed mask. My Crow collection, I guess I forgot about that. The Crow is my favorite movie of all time, which at some point we'll get into that when we do 3D about movies.
We'll get there.
Lil Dre's name is taken from that movie, so it kind of held a spot in my life, and I have a bunch of Crow figures and I don't know, stuff from James L. Barr, because he's the original comic book creator of The Crow. Yeah. So I got some stuff autographed by him.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah. He's actually going to be in Grand Rapids or Pontiac at one of these smaller conventions coming up. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it or not, but yeah, so like I collect a bunch of random shit that I don't have room for. But it all started with baseball cards. Not a hoarder. If it's a collection, you're not a hoarder, okay? It's not a hoarder.
Hoarder.
No. You can walk through my house.
Yeah, I can walk through this house just fine.
Yeah, thank you. Zan the Plant Man's got my back.
I just knocked over the
yeah, Mario falls off the shelf all the time. It's okay.
Other than that, yeah, that's
yeah. I'm just trying to look like
what else?
Anything, I don't know, Nintendo related. Like I have Nintendo Pez dispensers, so yeah. Too much stuff I have. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like just random wrestling figures I started collecting. I know Benjamin Brody is a big wrestling collector fan. He showed me some of his collection. He's got some pretty cool stuff. He has you got a little clear Undertaker right here that is a chase, and he has a gold one that I didn't even know existed.
Wow.
They don't even like say it exists, and he showed me a picture of it, and I was like, dude, what the hell? Like the clear is supposed to be the variant, and he has it, so that was cool. He was showing me a bunch of stuff. He added me to some wrestling figures site.
I
that shows you a bunch
wonder
of
who let
stuff.
you have that clear Undertaker one.
Nobody let me have that clear Undertaker one, Dreasaurus.
That's not how I remember it, because I'm pretty sure I got stuck with Ric Flair. Who?
Woo! Yeah, Ric Flair. I got a Ric Flair too. But yeah, somebody hooked me up with the clear Undertaker. I chose the wrong one. I got two Ric Flairs, so I stole the clear Undertaker to be on my shelf. But he wouldn't fit in with all your Stone Cold Shmeesh Moshman stuff anyways.
Shmeesh Moshman
Yeah, Shmeesh Moshman. So yeah, is that all we collect? Why do you collect? Get out of here. Like, why do you collect Funkos, I guess?
Honestly, I don't really know. When they first came out, I was kind of like, nope, they don't look like that. Like for an actual action figure that is supposed to look like it.
Yeah.
I was like the Funko Pop, like the beady eyes and stuff. Like that's not what the person looks like. I don't like it. I don't want it. But like I don't know, something just kind of came over me where I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like there's so many different ones and like all the different wrestling guys and like the TV show guys and like now there's a SpongeBob and there's
what?
SpongeBob.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna make a reference by it.
And like there's different shows that like if it's a show that I like Bob's Burgers, they've got Bob's Burgers pops, they've got the SpongeBob ones. They just came out with the Office pops, and I'm like,
they definitely
so
cornered
excited.
the market. They know there are people out there that like all these things, and they're gonna put one out for everything.
Yeah. The one thing that kind of drives me bananas though is like the different variants of the same thing.
Right.
Like when Deadpool came out, there was like 20 different Deadpool pops where like it's Deadpool as a mermaid or Deadpool as a clown or Deadpool riding on a moped or
right. Yeah.
Deadpool holding a chimichurri. Like it's stuff like that where it's like it's dumb, but like you want to collect it still because it's like, oh my god, Deadpool's super great, and like
And if you
just
like
that pop
something, like say you're a
culture, yeah.
Deadpool fan, you're gonna want them all, and they
Right.
know that. So they make
Yeah.
every little
Oh,
thing.
yeah. There's like the shiny gold one that's like super rare, and then there's the mermaid one. And...
Yeah, when I got the Jake, there's a Jake variant where I think like the snake's a different color or something, but it's
Yeah.
like $25 more than this one, and I wasn't about
Those
that.
ones are annoying too, and they've got like there's a Chris Jericho one where like he's got either the black tights or like the purple tights,
Yeah.
and it's like
One little change makes it.
but it's so much more rare
Yeah.
the purple tights because it's more limited versus I don't know.
Yeah, I know Lil Drea over here picked up a couple Funkos this weekend. What was it? Chewbacca, a gold Chewie, and
yeah.
Darth Vader. The Darth Vader's really cool looking, but it's not like a chase or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So then I picked up the blood spattered Michael Myers from Halloween. Not even a huge Halloween fan. I'd rather had like a Jason Voorhees variant or something, but they didn't have one, so I picked that up. You said you collected because Stone Cold reminded you of your dad, which that's kind of this isn't collectible, but like wrestling reminds me of my dad, and both of our dads have passed. So, and for some reason, like my dad kind of reminds me of Macho Man Savage. He had that like scraggly long hair and just had that I don't know old school look or whatever. So that's kind of why like I'm brought back to like the older wrestling. I like the Macho Man and stuff like that. So yeah, that I guess is why I collect wrestling things. I guess is
that makes
because
sense.
I have that.
Yeah. I don't really have any personal reasons. I'm just like hockey pucks or something I can manage because they're $5 and.
But you like hockey, so I mean,
I like
have
hockey.
That. And doesn't
so
your dad go to hockey games or something?
Yeah.
Like that? So see, you have that.
Yeah.
You kind of
It's
see
a
where
thing.
we're coming from.
Yeah.
It's not like you're just collecting hockey pucks. You
just
actually
for fun. Yeah, I like
go
hockey
to the games
and
follow everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like
I mean,
me
it still
just
has a
collecting
meaning.
stupid
Right.
VHS movies that I
Hey,
never watch
yeah.
and never will, just because you see other people doing it and you think it's cool.
Oh yeah, well, that's kind of
peer
where the hockey
pressure.
puck thing came from. My buddy has like 300 hockey pucks, and I'm like I'm not gonna go out and buy 300 hockey pucks. I've got maybe like 65.
Yeah, when you said like, oh, it's $5, I'll just start collecting. I was gonna be like, dude, 300 times 5 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I was
That's-
like, I'm not going nuts. Like, I'm
Right.
not gonna buy every hockey puck because it looks cool. My buddy does that. He's got 300 hockey pucks. So like, oh, that's a cool one, or that's a you know. But I'm just like, I'm buying it because I've been there, or it's.
I mean,
That's-
don't feel bad. I spent $35 on a Stone Cold. Was it Funko?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we did that for
Where
the
was
Triple
that?
H pop.
Midwest Gaming Classic.
Classic.
Yeah.
Did
so-
you go to that?
I did, yes.
Oh my gosh,
You should
can
go
we-
check out the RoxX version of the Midwest
What?
Gaming Classic. Special appearances by Dreasaurus and Lil Dre.
Wow.
Yeah, on the YouTubes, Blank Canvas Entertainment.
Oh man.
Put together by.
Xander Media.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But
that was
I
a-
collect things like that
Xander
too.
Media. There we go.
Xander Media.
Yeah.
But yeah, I collect things like I don't drink. I'm straight edge, but I've collected shot glasses for a really long time. It started with my grandpa. I don't know if he had a collection. He passed away and it was given to me. It was like 6 shot glasses or something. I don't know. So then I started collecting them. Like if I go someplace that I probably won't go again, I pick up a shot glass. It's kind of ironic. I don't drink, so I got shot glasses.
It works.
Yeah,
You know,
it was just something.
I do
else
magnets. If I travel somewhere, I always pick up a magnet. From
You got a pretty cool magnet from where?
the Midwest Gaming Classic.
The where?
Midwest Gaming Classic.
The Midwest Gaming Classic. Yeah. So that was a good time. I'm just looking at my shelves real quick, giving a rundown. Like I think that's pretty much it.
It's a lot darker over there.
Yeah.
So it's like
Pretty bright in our eyes right here.
we got a good
We
spotlight.
can turn some of these lights if we need to.
Point
No,
boy.
we're good. We're good. All right, so let's wrap it up with a holy grail. If you could, one thing that you want to have as a collectible, but you'll probably never be able to have, what would it be?
Oh, don't start with me. I gotta think about it.
Man, that's a tough one. I don't know if I really have a holy grail. I would say probably anything signed by Stone Cold. I feel like
You don't have anything autographed
I
yet?
have nothing autographed, and that would probably be the greatest.
But like,
to have.
okay, so pick one thing that you would want autographed from him.
God.
Like I don't even
know.
like him, and I can think of something that I would want the skull belt autographed.
Yeah, I
That'd
was
be
gonna
cool.
say
Yeah.
I don't have the skull belt either, so that would probably be the other thing. So an autographed skull belt would be cool.
Yeah, that's a holy grail for sure.
Yeah, or my first like action figure I collected. I would like to have them autographed just because like I came home, my dad surprised me with it, so it kind of would tie it all together.
Do you still have it?
I do.
Do you?
It's still in the box.
I was gonna say, is it in the box?
Xander.
As a 40-year-old virgin would say, is it hermetically sealed in the box?
What? Oh Jesus. God. See, it's weird. So the first thing that came to mind when I was like starting to think about it, and I don't know why, but I was thinking about how like I didn't start collecting the Funko Pops when like they started to become big, so like now a lot of the old ones that like they don't sell anymore are worth a lot, and my mind first jumped to like the CM Punk one that's worth like $150.
Yeah.
And like that'd be cool to get that signed, like get one and get one signed. I think.
Would you want to get it signed though?
I don't know. I feel like I would. I have a CM Punk autographed picture thing.
Okay, so you have something autographed.
Because like when you go to the WWE show and they're like, "Hey, stop on over to the merchandise table and buy the autograph." This, you know, he signed cool. 500 of them before the show, and I bought the CM Punk one because he was the best in the world.
Yeah.
So I do have his autograph from that, but I don't know. That's probably one of the higher up Funko Pops that I'd want. Or even like a Stan Lee Funko. Some of those like variants of the Stan Lee Funkos.
Yeah, there's some crazy Stan Lee variants.
Yeah. There's one now that looks really cool, but like it's not actually worth that much. It's like a rustic, like a bronze and like green, where like it looks super rare, but it's not worth that much yet.
Right.
But I don't know. It looks cool, so I almost picked it up because I saw it at the store. But
I think they're getting good at doing that too, at making things look like they're gonna be rare. Like this Darth Vader's really cool looking. It's not like a normal Darth Vader, but it's not a variant of any kind. It's just a normal. So I think maybe for like maybe they're trying to go for collectors that don't really know what they're doing, but like, oh, this one's probably rare, or
right?
cool.
Like all the gold Marvel ones that they came out with. All of those aren't worth that
like
much.
the gold Chewie he had, but it's cool, and it is a variant. It's some kind of 2019 exclusive or something. But were you saying Karen has that CM Punk?
She doesn't have the. She's got one of them.
I know she was trying to sell it.
She was trying to sell one, and I was like, it's a lot because it's worth a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like it's one of the CM Punks because there's a couple different ones where there's one that's like way up here, and there's a couple that are kind of in here. But hers is one of the middle ones, I think. But it'd still be cool to have.
Yeah.
And get it autographed and stuff. But I don't know. We'd have to go to All Out and meet him at.
The meet and greet.
StarCast for a lot of money. And,
too much money.
Yeah.
To meet someone.
We'll get there though.
Yeah.
I do have a. It's called life sized. With like those really big Funko Pops. They're like 10 inches tall. It's a life size Porg from Star Wars.
Oh.
They have like a. I don't know. There's like they have like this 10-inch like Thanos that I wanted to get that I didn't get, but then they had a 10-inch Porg and it said life size because the Porg's about that big. Okay. So, like that one's cool. Sorry.
Is that the little goofy looking thing with the eyes or whatever?
Yeah.
The two different colors, the white and brown. Is that what that is?
So. Maybe.
You know what I'm talking about? The thing that looks like a dog, but it's not a dog or whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything about Star Wars, guys.
I have a life-size cardboard stand-up of Stone Cold.
That is cool.
Hey, there you go.
That is cool. I would love to have like stand-ups of like horror movies. Like they had one at Astronomicon this year of Jason Voorhees. I think it was Jason Lives, which that's the guy I was talking about. The penguin.
The Porg.
Thing. Yeah, the penguin dog looking thing.
You can't see it on. Well, if you can't see it on the camera, cool. If not, sorry. I tried. Anyway.
But yeah, they had a Jason Voorhees stand-up from like whatever year Jason Lives came out, like 85 or something. And it's like my favorite Friday the 13th movie. And it was only, it was like $80, which is a decent deal, but it was too much money for what I was going to spend, and I'd have no place for it. So
Right.
So your holy grail is a CM Punk Pop.
At the moment, yeah. This is the first thing that comes to mind, yeah.
And I mean, I guess if you collect Funkos, that's like
for wrestling, because I like wrestling, and I like Funko Pops,
right.
and it's like that's the first thing that came to mind, so we're going to run with that one.
Touching on the topic of Funkos that they don't make anymore, I really thought the Funko thing was stupid when it first came about, and I constantly like went into FYE, and I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. If you guys pay attention to the channel, you know that I love Back to the Future. Best trilogy ever. They had the Back to the Future set. It was the cool one. I think I had Marty McFly popping out of the DeLorean or whatever, and I never bought it. I was always like, I should pick that up. It's pretty cool. It'll look good on the shelf. I don't know, it was like $30, $35, whatever. Didn't buy it. It's in the vault now. Can't get it anymore. I know somebody has one. I tried getting him to come off at one time. He wasn't budging, but that's one that I would like to get that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, and it's weird too.
Well, it does exist.
That one, we were at Great Lakes Crossing, and in FYE, and they just had it on the shelf, and I was like, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. It was like $30, $35, and I went for it. Maybe I'll sell it to you. Not for eBay prices. I'm not gonna.
For a hefty price.
I'm not gonna cheap you out on it. But
everybody's got a price.
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
Money, 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 money.
$1 million.
Money, 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 money.
Do.
Terrible laugh. But anyway, my holy grail, I think I have like 3. I'm going to go with 3.
3D?
3D.
Dudes?
Drinks?
Discussion?
Discussion?
Yeah. She wanted to call it
Discussion.
4D because she's here. Dudes, drinks, discussion, and Drea.
Andrea.
It works. Just saying.
Drea. So yeah, my holy grail for NES is Little Samson. It's a really hard cart to find. It's borderline super expensive. Last time I checked, I want to say it was it like $800?
Damn.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty hefty. It was at the end of the lifespan of the Nintendo Entertainment System, so it wasn't super released. It's a lot easier to find now. I think the Midwest Gaming Classic, we seen probably four of them. Two of them in the box. One of them was in the collection, and one of them was for sale. Never gonna spend that much money on it. I have my own Holy Grail that I did find. It wasn't my Holy Grail, but a game that is worth quite a bit of money that I found on our escapades to the UP. So there's a video for that someday if I get around to it. Holy Grail of wrestling. I don't know if I want to do figures. I would love to own something of Ultimate Warriors. I know for a long time, probably before he passed away, he was always selling stuff on eBay. Like he had used tights and stuff like that. You can't find it anymore, and the price has skyrocketed because he's passed away. But like anything, like even a boot, I think like a boot would look cool up on a shelf.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
So yeah, anything from Ultimate Warrior would be awesome, I think. And I guess that's really it. There was the Crow. They had a ring set. I had one of the rings. The set came with 2 rings. One said Real Love is Forever, and the other one, I can't remember. I think it said Always Believer. It said it can't rain all the time. But it came in a set in a box. And I think it was like a Hot Topic thing, because Hot Topic sold the shit out of the Crow merchandise like way back in the day. I had one of the rings that a girl I was dating at one point gave me. It was just a random ring, so like it wasn't worth anything. I lost it in the yard here at some point. Yeah, when I was changing oil. Can't find it. It's worth the actual set is worth a little bit. I mean, it's nothing like extravagant, but I would like to own it. It's one of the few things of the Crow that I don't have that I would like to have. Like I have some random, like I said, Hot Topic stole so much shit. I have like a diary. There's a wine glass set, a whole bunch of figures. I have the talking figure. I have the bobblehead. I have the fight scene from the top. So yeah, I have quite a bit of Crow stuff. But yeah, that would be cool. And anything Brandon Lee signed, I guess, would be cool. Not really a Holy Grail, but now we're just talking about stuff we wish we could have, not Holy Grail. But Holy Grail's Little Samson for sure. Anything else, guys?
I bet James O'Barr once.
Who?
When?
I went to the Chicago Wizard World Comic Con, and my buddy, who is like obsessed with the Crow, he's obsessed. He likes the Crow. His name's Draven, actually, too. Which not this Draven, but different Draven. Yeah.
What?
So I know I have a friend named Draven.
What?
If you're watching this, hi.
Who?
But yeah, so he likes James O'Barr, and I was like, hey, so I'm going to this Comic Con, and I can bring you back an autographed James O'Barr, whatever thing. I get to his booth, and his lady that's like running the booth with him for him and stuff is like, yeah, we had this guy earlier, and like he wanted to like talk to James O'Barr on the phone, and I was like, oh my god, can we do that? So I hooked up my buddy to talk to James O'Barr on the phone at the con
because he wasn't gonna be able to meet him.
Because he wasn't gonna be able to meet him. Yeah.
That's cool.
So when his manager first talked and was like, hey, here's James O'Barr, he was like, no fucking way, that's some bullshit.
Right?
And it was actually him, and like you can hear him on the phone going, oh my god.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And like I made his life.
Yeah, for sure, that would be.
But like he
super
got
cool.
to tell him like, oh my god, you're my favorite guy, and this, that, and everything. And I brought him a signed picture of the Draven guy. I didn't really know him, and I told him that when I went up to him. I'm like, I don't really know a whole lot about your stuff. My buddy Draven was like in love with you. Can I, sign it for him and this and that? So
yeah, that's
good
cool,
times.
man.
He's
Yeah,
a cool dude.
Talked.
Yeah.
I don't usually talk.
Thank you.
but-
Sorry.
Oh my god. Speaking
Thank
of
you.
which, this is a different.
No, please.
So my first celebrity encounter. This is a totally different thing because I don't know how to talk to famous people either. My first celebrity that I met was the guy who played Deathstroke on the TV show Arrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
First celebrity I met at a Comic Con. I went to the Detroit Motor City Comic Con.
How long ago was this?
Probably 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
I didn't know how to talk to famous people because I'm like this. He's not just a normal dude. He makes
He's a
money.
big dude.
He's a big.
Yeah.
So first thing I say to him, spoiler alert. This is like season 2 of Arrow, so spoilers. First thing I say to him, hey dude, I'm sorry you died. And then I had to play off of that from there. I was like, yeah. And they were like, maybe you're not actually dead. I don't know, but that was my first interaction with a famous person. So
Did he tell you that he was coming back? Because he did come back.
I think he did, yeah. At the time, he didn't.
Spoiler.
He didn't say
I haven't
anything.
seen it yet. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
Sorry. But no, I think he.
Sorry.
Thank you.
It's one of those things where at the time he's not allowed to say anything.
Well, I don't.
So I think he kind
We're,
of.
we're getting way off track here, but
Yeah.
initially he wasn't gonna come back. There was
a whole legal.
there was
dispute
heat
thing.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
He didn't leave on good terms.
Or something.
Yeah, so he wasn't gonna come
And
back.
then,
But when
the
he did, it
Suicide
was
Squad
exciting.
Movie was coming out, and they had
Yeah.
to drop because they had a whole Suicide Squad thing going on Arrow.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's that story.
Yeah. So
what else?
this
we
was
got?
Collectibles. That's it, guys. We are ready to wrap it up.
Wrapping up.
Alright.
Yeah. So thanks for joining, Zan the Plant Man,
And Drea the Sword.
Dreasaurus, and your host as always, SE Rocks here for 3D Dudes, Drinks and Discussion.
Andrea.
Andrea,
With Dre in the background.
you just wait until we make the thumbnail for this video.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
you want to be
boy.
4D? All right.
Okay.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. So as always, remember to
Stay crispy.
and keep rocking.